Before this video starts, I would like to give a massive thank you and shout out to Teddy Slump. Teddy Slump is the reason why you are seeing this video right now. He is the person that inspired me to even start posting videos on YouTube like this. And recently, he saw one of my videos, he liked and commented WVid on it. I don't even know what to say, genuinely. This stuff made my entire week. Teddy Slump, if you are seeing this, genuinely, thank you so much. And a massive thank you to everyone watching this video right now too. I haven't been on YouTube for that long and I already have 42 subscribers. Almost at 50, which is a massive milestone for me. So thank you to anyone and everyone who has subscribed so far. I genuinely appreciate every single one of you. But I also don't want to hold the video too long, so let's get right into that. Has there been a character for you that you thought died too soon, but actually came back later on in the story? This has actually happened to me twice. It happened with Yuji in Jujutsu Kaisen and Stroheim in JoJo's Part 2. But I was just glad that we got to see them fight again. And you know, I now have a third because of Zabuza Momochi. When Zabuza first showed up in Naruto when I was younger, he was my favorite character, and it was not even a competition. And then I thought Kakashi killed him. As an 8-year-old, I was mad as hell. But that was also the reason why I was so happy to see him come back a few episodes later. And when he came back with new drip and haku, I knew this man was about to go crazy. So let's get into that real quick. So all of Team 7 is chilling on the bridge, just watching over all the builders, making sure that none of them get attacked by an assassin. Everything has been pretty casual. That is until they notice a bunch of mist filling the air. And at that moment, everyone knew that it was Zabuza. And that's when he pulls up with Haku at his side. Sasuke decides that he wants to be the one to fight Haku. They start using their kunai and senbon, pretty basic stuff. And that's where Sasuke messed up. Haku explains how he only has one hand left to defend himself, and starts making hand signs with only one of his hands too. Even Kakashi has never seen this before. And then he launches a crazy amount of ice senbon at Sasuke. Sasuke puts on the super sneakers from Subway Surfers and just jumps 20 feet in the air to dodge all the senbon, and he tries blitzing Haku. And that stuff almost works. He pulls off some clean moves like that kunai throw and the leg sweep. He really has Haku in the defensive. Zabuza and Sasuke are convinced that he's outdone Haku when it comes to speed. But the thing is that Haku hasn't even gone all out yet. They were still holding back. Zabuza tells them to get serious. And that's when he pulls out his Kekkei Genkai. He creates a dome of ice mirrors and goes inside of them. And this is where it gets bad for Sasuke. Haku is absolutely blitzing Sasuke and starts throwing senbon in every single direction he can think of. It was impossible for him to block, dodge, or do anything really. The most he could do is just endure all this senbon. But that's when he got lucky, because out of nowhere, a random shuriken comes and hits Haku in the face. And then we see a giant smoke screen and everyone is wondering who this could be. And then we see Naruto finally showed up. Yes, sir! Haku says that he's gonna fight Naruto after he's done fighting Sasuke, who he's gonna fight to the death. And Kakashi gives Naruto and Sasuke some pretty good advice. He says Naruto attack from the outside and Sasuke attack from the inside. But that stuff went into one ear and right out the other for Naruto. Cause this man sneaks up on Sasuke and gets himself stuck in the ice mirrors now. The stupidity this man Naruto possesses is ungodly. Please make that make sense, bro. You're gonna get each other killed like that. And Sasuke is so fed up and just wants to get out these mirrors that he decides to launch a fireball jutsu. But that stuff does nothing. Even though that it makes sense that it would destroy the mirrors because fire melts ice, it did not work in any capacity. And now Naruto and Sasuke are being blitzed by senbon again. And Naruto thinks of the idea of just using shadow clones to break the mirrors. Like, bro, you are not thinking right now. Because when he spawns all shadow clones, they all just get outdone by sheer speed and destroyed. After Naruto used all those shadow clones, Sasuke noticed that he could see Haku going through water a little bit. So next time Naruto uses his shadow clones, he kicks up a puddle of water just so he can get a better look at it. And he actually can track Haku a little bit, but he just can't keep up with his speed. So Naruto sends another set of shadow clones at Haku's mirrors, and instead of trying to keep up with his speed, Sasuke instead tries to predict his movements. He launches fireballs where he thinks Haku is going to show up and actually burns a piece of his clothes. Because of how much Naruto is using the Shadow Clone Jutsu, he's pretty much exhausted at this point. So Sasuke makes a last-ditch plan to get them both out of the ice mirrors. He tells Naruto that on his signal, he needs to book it up the ice mirrors and he'll do his best to predict and launch fireballs where Haku is going. Because if they can do that, Naruto will be outside the ice mirrors and they'll have a chance to break them. And this seems like a pretty good plan, until you realize how fast Haku really is. Sasuke fires a fireball, but Haku just weaves that and pins them full of Senbon and knocks Naruto back too. But this does let Sasuke's eyes adjust and he can finally track Haku's movements. And then Naruto passes out on him. But it doesn't end there, because Sasuke unlocks his Sharingan and can now keep up with Haku, giving him a chance to protect him, Naruto, and beat Haku. But that wasn't enough to do all three. Sasuke defeats Haku, but he's defeated himself protecting Naruto. And Sasuke is down for the count. But the sad thing is that he couldn't even take down Haku completely. They still have enough strength to continue fighting. But this did something to Naruto. This man starts having steam appearing around him, and then orange chakra. And you can tell that Haku is shook by this. His chakra gets so strong and so dense that it actually breaks all of Haku's mirrors. And Naruto manages to get a hold of Haku and goes in for the finishing blow. And then Haku takes a mean one to the face. And Naruto brings his fist back to kill Haku, but he just can't bring himself to do it. He's got Zabuza trapped by all of his dogs, completely vulnerable to any attack. And that's when this man pulls out Chidori, the lightning blade. Kakashi runs up to Zabuza to give the finishing blow, and Haku intercepted it. Haku was so dedicated to Zabuza that he gave his own life hoping that Zabuza would live on. This had to be one of the saddest moments ever, especially because he didn't even care too much about Haku themselves, but the fact that he lost a good shinobi. That is too inhumane. Zabuza tries to take on Kashi again, but he's just getting worked like he's fodder at this point. He stands absolutely no chance, literally getting slapped around, got kunai in his arms, unable to move it. And then in the middle of their fight, Gatto and all his men show up. They threaten to take out everyone that is there, especially Zabuza for not being able to complete the job. And then he starts beating on Haku's body. This is when Naruto gives his very first top no jutsu and goes crazy on Zabuza and Gatto, but especially Zabuza for completely disregarding Haku's death just so that he could move on. And this gives Zabuza a change of heart. He decides in his final moments to try to take out as many of Gatto's men as possible, and of course Gatto himself. With no arms and a kunai in his mouth, he takes out a decent amount of them. But he of course couldn't take out everyone. In his last breaths, he apologizes to Haku, and then he passes away lying next to him. And that was the end
of a beautiful character.